Today, Wellness Wednesday tip number 1 is ask yourself why. So you've got your goals. You know what you want. You know what you want to achieve. Now, take a second, take a minute, take a day, whatever it takes for you, and ask yourself, why am I after that goal? What do I want out of these goals, and why am I after it? So anytime you're looking to start a new habit, in this case, being fit, being healthy, being overall well, to me, after you decided what you want, you need to establish why you want it. Now, Darren's giving me a look on his face like, I don't know if I buy that. I'm going to try to convince you over the next 3 minutes.
There you go.
Why this is important.
I will listen.
So I'm going to start with a story. So back when I was a trainer, back in my personal training days, this was huge for us. We would have an assessment with prospective clients, personal training clients. And it's an hour long. You're testing their body fat. You're doing all this. You're going through a full questionnaire. But one of the main things we're trying to drill down to is, why is this person sitting in front of me today? What got them out of their routine to come sit in front of a stranger that they don't even know, pour out their heart of what they're trying to accomplish? Why are they here? And what I typically found in my personal experience was the people that were really connected with why, even if they didn't really know exactly, like it wasn't super deep, but they had a strong reason why, those were the people that had more success. Those were the people that were showing up constantly, doing the right things away from the gym. Those were the people that were getting the results, was the people that were connected with why they were there. Let me give you an example. I trained a lady, and she comes in and she sits down. She says, hey, I want to lose 15 pounds and get in better shape. Okay, great goal. Why do you want that goal? Well, I just think it'd make me feel better, right? And I'm thinking, okay, there's something more here. So I continue digging. Why? And eventually it gets to the point where she shares with me. So me and my husband, we used to go on these trips every year. He used to plan these outdoor adventure trips. We would go hiking, we would go camping, whatever. Well, I've noticed the last few years he's not been planning these trips anymore. And what I've connected is I've gotten in worse shape the last few years. He stopped planning these trips because he felt bad that I couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
So now all of a sudden it went from, I want to lose 10 pounds, I want to get in better shape, to I want my relationship with my husband back. That's why I'm in here.
Yeah, I've got another why I think that's interesting, because everybody's why is different. Whether it's, hey, I want to be healthy for my kids, or I want to be at peak performance condition because I'm competing in something. I want to be able to just perform in the day, whatever it may be. Someone that I respect a ton, and I'll keep it as loose. And if they're listening to the show, they'll probably know that I'm talking about them. But this person has a long line of dementia and
brain, what?
Yeah.
You just had brain fog.
There you go. See, there it is. A long line of dementia and
heart disease. What?
Alzheimer's? Okay.
Family. Goodness gracious.
Do you have Alzheimer's?
It's me, guys. So a family history of that. And so this person has just done research and been very aware of, okay, what things can I control to allow myself not to succumb to that genetic predisposition to whatever condition that is. And so this person has lost a significant amount of weight, but not to lose weight, right? It's overall wellness. It's the activity. So hiking, walking, resistance training, because of the benefits of those, it counteracts. And we learned a little bit last night in a presentation, is there's a protein in the brain that when it gets inflamed, that's when you have these neurological issues like Alzheimer's and dementia. And so this person has taken it and said, look, I'm going to get well to avoid what I watched family members go through, and I don't want to do it. And so again, that's their why. Their why to get in shape. Like you said, 10 pounds may be the result. That's not the why. Yeah. They don't want to, I just want to lose 10 pounds. Yeah. And then even personally, like I struggled with my fitness journey for a long time after I retired because there wasn't a why. It was like my why was providing for my family, creating a new career after football.
Right.
And what I learned after 4 years of just struggling with it was that is directly correlated with me being a better husband, a better father, better employee, a better partner, and all of those things.
There's a lot of whys. I think the number one why, and if I had one thing to say about a why and why people feel like, well, maybe it's time to go see a trainer or go into the gym or whatnot, is because they wake up and they look in that mirror. And that mirror will not lie. It's going to tell you exactly who you
brutal,
are.
isn't it?
It's brutal. It's brutal. He ain't going to sugarcoat it. He's not going to lie to you and say, hey, look, no, you look better than what you think. No. Mm-hmm. He's going to tell you exactly who you are and why you look the way you are. So that's a why. That's the one that's encouraged. He's going to tell you it's time to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Right? So
that was my why for the longest time. And it still is. That's still a very encouraging
and it's
why.
For a lot of us, because it's that part of it, that mirror will tell you who you are and what you are. And when you start to train, what happens? You start to look a little different. Confidence comes back. There comes a swagger with that. There's just a different feel. And when you feel good, you look good, there's something internally that starts to happen.
That's exactly
with
right.
you as well. Yeah. So,
and I have a coach that I've been working with. And one of the things early on, he said, because I talked about my struggle, and look, it's not that you're respected more because you're fit. Like, I'll never, ever look at someone in the business sector and be like, oh, you're not in shape. Like, I'll never do business. Because, look, they're some of the most talented people, or just, look, fitness is not something that is a priority for them. Right. But what I will say is there is a different perspective. And if you are going to maximize your influence and ability to make change in someone else's life, when they look at you, it is a physical representation of your dedication, of your work ethic, of your commitment, of all of these things that are just good qualities, right? It's not like, hey, I'm not going to do business with you because, like, I don't think that you're fit enough to do it. That has nothing to do with it. I mean, to be honest, like, there's zero correlation to your intelligence. Like, hate to say it, but what it does is it does speak to work ethic and commitment, right? Because you can't, like you said, you look in the mirror and you say, okay, hey, get in the gym. It's not like, hey, 2 weeks now I look like the way I want.
That's right. It takes time.
There is a commitment
involved. It's a process.
That's exactly right.
Yeah,
whether it's to change or to maintain, it is a process.
Yeah. So Wellness Wednesday tip number 1 is get connected with your why. And again, for some people, it may be super deep, like they want to reconnect with their husband. For other people, maybe not as deep. I just want to look better. But if you are connected with that, it's going to wake you up early. It's going to keep you consistent. It's going to keep you going whenever you do want to quit, because it will happen, right? Everybody's jacked up in January.
Tap out. You're going to want to tap out.
But February comes and people are wanting to tap out.
That's right.
So if you're connected with why you're doing it, and that is such a strong reason in your mind, that's going to keep you going. So make sure that's my tip number 1 is get connected with your why.
And lastly, I'm really glad that Ben's approach to this Wellness Wednesday starting in October is, look, we're going to address January 1st because, again, if you wait till January 1st to 1, create a plan, 2, get into the gym, 3, no, the process starts now. The process for you to have a successful transition and literally make a lifestyle change, and maybe it's not like an overhaul for some of you, but if it is a change that you want to make, it starts now, creating a plan, and it starts with a why. Because, again, if you start in October, then you don't have to start January 1st.
That's right.
Think about January 1st when you're already 3 months into it.
You started January 1st, you're going to be in February before you even ready to roll. Anyway, again, grateful to Sleep Number for bringing us that segment, for that idea. Go get yourself sleepnumber.com. Go check out their stuff. We've talked about it all the time. The technology that they're incorporating into our sleep and then their mattress and their products is unmatched. Nobody else can touch it. So go check out sleepnumber.com to learn more.